We're live broadcasting. Not
No,
really.
we are not. Oh my God. Do not scare me like that.
We are not live
This
broadcasting.
is our very first time, actually.
So yes, please bear with us in how nervous and ramshackle it all is really going to be, and how
I'm going to try not to breathe too heavily into the microphone.
yeah, we're really figuring this all out right now, but
I'm going to try not to be too offensive.
I hope you're incredibly offensive.
I know you do.
I know. I hope I am. But really, I guess the basic thing we should say, if anything is going to get on camera, is that this is a sort of art project for our marriage, for our art careers, for our lives.
Yeah.
Of our lives. And
Yes.
we'll see how that evolves. So us getting better at podcasting, or maybe not getting good at podcasting, is part of the whole
experimenting.
thing. Yes, we're
A
experimenting.
life experiment, life art experiment through many medias.
Yeah, many medias.
I'm a musician. I'm a painter. I do textile work, mixed media, art, collaging. So I do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go like this. Take one.
The sound is already synced, but good. That's fine. You're learning.
I am.
You're learning this whole film thing.
Yes.
So I've made a film, a feature-length film. It's called Dust Nuggets. It's on Amazon Prime. Take a look at it. I've also made a short called Traffic Opera, which has been around a lot of film festivals. A lot of people like it. I don't know where that might be up
Not
on
to
YouTube now.
gloat.
That's fine. You gotta gloat for your
gotta
stuff.
gloat.
That's something you gotta learn as
I
a
know.
21st century artist too. You gotta learn how
Yeah.
to just shove your shit in people's faces and be like, "This is some good shit."
Yeah. That's the confidence thing. This is the next phase for me too. The confidence game. Here I am on the
on the
podcast.
The confidence game, and then probably less creaky chairs as well in our.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Mine is doing the same thing. So.
We're new at this, folks.
Hey, that's part of the thing. I mean, the chairs get better, the backgrounds get better, the microphones get better. They hang more. I see Joe Rogan's show. It's still evolving every day.
Yeah.
You know, something new.
He's got that long table or something.
Yeah, I do like that long table thing, but I like this table thing too. I'm not minding it. You know, I don't mind being 4.5 feet away from you. Not at all times.
It's too far.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So
Back to the film thing.
yeah, we're gonna talk about ourselves because
Right now, because that's all we have to talk about, and then build suspense for other things like you'll figure out how Jesus got his name.
Yeah.
And you'll figure out Dust Nuggets stuff.
Yeah.
And what Nadia does, she makes a lot of clothing. So that's a good segue into Astral Attic.
Yeah, that's one of the other things that I do. I started a business so that I could be my own boss, my own woman boss, being creative and making whatever I was really inspired to make. I got really into, it started with flags, which is part of my art, actually. And then I kind of turned the art into, merchandise, essentially, where I could
Isn't
really
all art merchandise, really?
mass print it. What's that?
Isn't all art merchandise, technically?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing with me as an artist, where I want to be seen also as a fine artist, but I do have this kind of business where I'm selling I'm selling a product.
That crafts thing, the craftsperson thing that you were talking about. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, because like dyeing clothing and printing on it can't be seen as fine art.
No, yeah.
It really can't if it's going to be mass produced.
I like the hashtag wearable art. Like, that's, what I like to think of it as. I've been getting into more one-of-a-kind kind of pieces too
Sure.
for clothing.
But does that make that art?
The mass thing gets tiring. Doing the same.
No, I hear you.
I make these chakra leggings. It's just like, you know.
But doesn't, even if it's one of a kind, does it really still make it art? Like fine art? And then what is that?
Right, exactly.
I hate that argument.
Right.
But
It's more of a merchandise, but
it does exist.
It's a wonderful creative outlet for me. That way I enjoy experimenting with the colors and the textiles.
The
printing.
Process.
Yeah, the process, exactly. So I am very much about the process.
Very process-driven lady.
Yeah, yes.
Like me, too. Yeah. Film's very process-driven. You gotta edit it and piece it together like a puzzle. Yeah. You know, like the painting with Pochan thing that I have, where I'm a mean Bob Ross. It's just this little 1-minute videos, but they take some time to piece together and find your sort of what you're trying to say, if you're trying to say anything, or if you're just saying a whole bunch of one-liners and getting it done in a minute, you know? Yeah. Sort of crossed with Rodney Dangerfield. Bob Ross and Rodney Dangerfield.
I like it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm staring at you like a deer in headlights or something. Really, I'm like, really
yeah.
That's
okay.
The painting
they can hear
with
your
Pochan,
silence.
I know. Well, no, the painting with Pochan is very clever. You have a cleverness to your work, and I love how you can put your kind of humor into it. I've always struggled with getting the humor into my art, you know. And Astral Attic is very much like the spiritual side, right?
Well, that's it. You can't be funny. And
I
with
know.
Spiritual
You
shit.
can't be funny with the spiritual shit.
Even the most nebulous spiritual stuff, you know, with like chakras and everything. It's just people take that very, very seriously, and there can't be any humor. Yeah. And that's why I basically got kicked out of Catholicism, because they don't have a sense of humor about it. I guess that's all religions and faiths.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's why I have different outlets that way, because we all have these different aspects to ourselves. I have my funny side, you know, and then the spiritual side, the angry side.
Keep going. These
are
all sides you will see.
The goofy side, like, you know.
Yes, you're very
playful,
goofy,
like
very
kitty
silly.
Kid, really.
The childish side.
Dumb side, yeah.
I'd say childish, but not in a bad way. You're childish, but not in a bad way. It's not like you're rude or you're self-centered like children are. But you're childish.
I've matured slightly.
Slightly, even might be too much. But hey. You know.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be it's fun to experiment. It's gonna be fun to see our process, the process, what this becomes.
Yeah, see how interesting it gets.
I really do. I mean, you have to live your art, you know. Mm-hmm. And so
I think also
we have to really dedicate ourselves, take it seriously.
Yeah, and like I studied, here's something about me. I studied film, and
stop squeaking your chair.
Sorry. I'll talk.
Don't move.
I will talk still.
Okay, tell me about
school. I went to school for film, and I've made films and stuff like that, but it's very expensive to make a film. It's sort of almost half pointless to make one. So what do we do? You know, how does that evolve? It doesn't die. It's that version of it dies, you know, for now anyway. So let's go and make something else. Let's go film something. Let's film our lives. Let's go make something interesting about who we are and what that's all about, because that's really all we have right now. You know, I wish I had some money to go make some things and get some actors and everything, but that's difficult, you know? Yeah. So, what's the next best thing? We'll make something out of our lives and then see what sticks, and see how that evolves, and then how that influences our paintings and our art and how we make things.
Yeah.
So
I think one of the cool things about this is it can be seen. I mean, life is art, right? Life imitates art, or whatever. You know, you want to get into those deep fucking
I don't want to get
quotes
into
and
that.
shit. No, but no, okay.
I get
so you
where
don't
you're
want to
going
get
with it,
into
yes.
it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you know, I think this is a neat project where we are kind of like, we are having a conversation like we would normally do, sitting on the couch in the morning.
Yeah, this is pretty natural for us. I don't feel really anything
but I
strained.
think it'll be neat when, I mean, we have our banter, but it's going to be neat when we bring in someone, hey, who's visiting our house, who's, you know, and have them come up and try to have a conversation.
Yeah, we got 3 mics. We got this studio.
It's
why
like a
why waste it?
connection thing, you know, and that's part of.
Yeah, we'll interview Jesus one of these days. He's monitoring the cameras right now. That's why we're looking down.
Oh my goodness.
But
there he is. Yeah, but you know, and it's funny with this turtle. I'm experiencing a pet turtle for the first time.
And no cat.
And
because
no
I'm
cat.
allergic to cats.
But Jesus, I mean, I've learned a lot about turtles, and it is kind of funny how he does like to get in. You said that, oh, he's always trying to be in the stuff, you know.
Yes.
It's like he's down by your feet. It's like, dude, I'm gonna step on you.
You never had any idea that a turtle could be such a social animal.
Yeah, and you know, he's like hanging out here, just sitting, because we're sitting here, and he's like hanging out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear the other day he was staring at my painting. He was sitting on the carpet looking up at my one painting. I'm like, oh, he must enjoy the view.
He's participating.
But anyway, I was like, oh, that's a good sign if Jesus is admiring my paintings. Oh, but no, I mean, it is nice to get back into the painting thing, because that is like something that I really enjoy doing. And you kind of sparked that back up in me. You're like, hey.
Well, I saw a painting of yours of the Himalayas, and it was downstairs and it was unfinished, and I'm like, you need to finish this. And then that evolved into you doing a whole show of landscapes, and you know, that has its details and everything.
And now I'm setting that goal for myself, which is, you know.
So maybe that is the confidence boost. That's the title of this.
Taking strides as an artist, you know.
Title of this episode: Confidence Boost.
Boost.
Introduction to the Pochans. P-O-C-H-A-N. P as in Paul, N as in Nancy. Get used to that. On the phone.
Pochan.
I was Andrew Pochan to my gym teachers only for all 4 years of high school. What the hell is that? They didn't figure that out?
Anytime that we have this whole thing with the name, right? And how I changed my name, I'm a Pochan.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to turn you off the idea.
You always have some story that you want to tell me. Oh, get ready for, they're going to call you this and that, and...
They're going to call, well, if you grew up,
like, okay.
If you were 12 maybe and hung out around other 12-year-olds, but...
I know, well, you're very hung up on that with
I'm damaged. I'm not hung up. I am damaged on it.
You are damaged by it. Yeah.
I'm damaged by my name.
Yeah. Well, for the record, you said that already.
Okay.
For the record.
For the record.
Well, actually, this is the first time it's on the record.
That's actually true. So, there you go.
So, and then, okay.
Now, all it's got to do is not get erased.
What are all the things, what are all the names that you have been called instead? For the record.
Not too bad. The worst, or the most creative worst one was Blowchan.
Oh my God. Well, that was people making fun of you.
But that only happened once, and we were all sort of trying to come up with names for each other. So it was sort of just shared, you know, but it never became anything, you know? The nickname that I had in school was Poochie or Poochie Pooch.
Okay.
For a long time.
But see, this is personal stuff. This is not like, people are not going to be calling me Poochie Pooch.
Well, it was based off of my last name. That's what I mean.
I know, but as far as getting someone pronouncing the name.
Oh God, that's gonna be terrible.
Nobody at the doctor's office is calling me Poochie Pooch.
No.
But anyway, Poochie Pooch.
But like Pochan, Pochan, Pochan. Oh, it's bad. Rare is it that they get Pochan or Pochan. I'll take Pochan.
I know, yeah, and then you do when you say that, it is kind of like it does turn me off of it.
It's a great name though.
Just
Pochan.
Can you just be happy and be like, oh, I'm so proud that you have my name.
I'm very proud that you have my name. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. I
love you. I'm happy that you're my wife.
It's funny because in a way it's like I always did want to change my last name because having the last name Perfect Riznik, it was this hyphened last name. It was this weird identity crisis. Am I a perfect? Am I a Riznik?
Am I a perfect Riznik?
Yeah, and like different like things, doctors' offices or like at schools or whatever. It was like I never knew which last name it was supposed to be. And so it's I get to be a Pochan now. So I'm like happy about it. Like you're telling me, oh, wait till all the things that you get. It's like, honey, I had the last name Perfect. Like, please don't. Like, I have had so many things said about my last name.
Well, I've already heard it.
It is a fucking conversation piece like other.
It is,
And I'm like, well, I can, not have that attention anymore.
Well, even it's just in conjunction with everything else.
People would love it. Oh, I would love to have the last name Perfect. It's I've had it for 36 years. I'm good. Yeah. I'm ready to change it.
And you did. Congratulations.
And I have you to thank for it.
You're welcome. And you didn't make it too much of a forward or backward move. It was kind of a lateral move. Stayed in the P's.
I know. I get to be an NP still.
You're just a little bit later now. And if we were in high school.
I had it all. I had it all planned.
Yeah.
I'm just putting on. I'm just putting on a bit.
I noticed that. You don't normally,
and that's the
you don't normally do the Mr. Burns thing.
Yeah. This will be the other fun thing with the podcast, being able to practice all of my different voices, because as as being an artist, I'm an artist. Yeah. I have the music, and then now I can perform it. I can be funny. No, I don't know. It's going to be too much. It's too much.
It's too much already.
I know. And he's got me on the coffee.
So this is all anticipation. I think we really got to a lot of different things without overloading.
We did. And we can be done now.
I think we can be done now. I don't know how we wrap it up, but I think it was very good that we encapsulated all that and got to certain things, with the screens and the
I like just talking about random stuff.
I do too. I
think it's fun.
I can't wait till the next person
talk
who
radio.
comes in. And then that's what we do. Maybe we get your brother in, Andy.
Oh my God, no.
And he can talk. You just can't put on for the camera, No one can. We have to sort of try to put a lid on that,
Put on for the camera. You got to be real.
Some people do that though.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna look back a couple months now, and then we're gonna be like, oh man, we're really putting on, aren't we?
Yeah, I know. Probably.
We're not so natural, but now we're much more natural, and our chairs don't squeak.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what we were doing the other. Oh, it was when you were trying to do the art video. Because I'm trying to do more art videos with Astral Attic stuff. And you had me on the microphone. And you're like, just talk. Like, you had me, like, write down this thing. And I just wasn't working. And I was like, I feel forced. It doesn't feel natural. Talking to you now right here, feels much more natural to me, but I do have like a weird thing where get uncomfortable talking about my artwork sometimes. That's another thing, being confident.
You'll get much better at it, I'm sure.
Yeah. And you have so much to teach me and show me and stuff that way, I'm sure. Here's how you can talk about your art. Here's how you can really give them a good bullshit answer.
Yes. Well, I can teach you how to bullshit. That's for sure. There's something I'm confident.
But anyway, we are supposed to be ending our podcast.
We're confident. We're confident in our bullshit, and we are confident in the next episode.
And that's our lesson for today.
That's our lesson for today. Haleakala.
Haleakala. No, that should be actually a secret. I don't know if we should be showing people
We should cut. Jesus, please cut.
Jesus, please. The cameras.
You were
Thank
useless.
you.
Painted.